thought I was added to the stage already. I was not even added to the stage. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? So there's a video. I'm gonna have to upload it because I can't even find the damn thing no more. How you guys doing in the chat, man? How you guys doing? You guys can hear me put a 1 in the chat for me? Shout some of you guys out. You guys see the title? Dang it. Where did I see it? I gotta just upload it real quick. So you guys see what the title says, right? So I'm gonna help you guys out on something real quick. Screenshot. All right, there you go. Yep, I did. One second, guys. I've been trying to check out this audio too to find out when my guest comes on how they echo when I'm playing videos, but even my son couldn't even figure it out. We're like, what the hell? Yeah, hell yeah, we're getting fucking rain, man. That's some bullshit. Pouring down like crazy, bro. Pouring down like crazy. No riding today, man. Shit. That's just I'm uploading this video real quick. It was gonna be its own video, but it really needs to be covered, so I'm uploading it now. I'm gonna play it. So if you guys can, shout out where you guys are from, where you guys are at, all that good stuff. So how many guys have Robinhood or some kind of stock exchange or some kind of crypto, something like crypto.com? One of my members up in the building. What up, Rocha? Loyalty, what up? What up, Grim? What up, Fran? Night Ranger, what up? Super 8660, what up? Pop Tart, what up? Wet Willie. What up, Victor? Flatbed, what's going on? Bull of the Woods. What it is, man. So if you guys have been paying attention and following, crypto is low. Some stocks is terrible. You guys been following that stuff? Let me know. And here's my next question. Are you guys scared to invest? Here's what I tell you guys, man. When you guys deal with crypto or stocks or anything else, don't mess with your rent money, your mortgage money, your Freightliner payment, the food for the kids. All that's going to do is stress you guys out. What you want to do is try to put in some overtime in your company or try to make some extra money that doesn't affect the household and invest in that. Now, some investments, you can make a profit in a couple of days. Some is more like retirement stuff. What a Rob G. So when I'm looking at all this stuff, the first thing I'm looking at is it's time to invest. Time to invest. Here's the craziest thing about people, right? And I can never understand this. What up, David? What up, Rock? Anthony? The crazy thing about people is this. They only want to make a move when they feel safe. They only want to buy a semi-truck when everybody else is out buying semi-trucks and the rates are crazy high. So let's look at that scenario, and then we'll go back to the stocks and crypto and shit, right? If the rates are crazy high and the semi-trucks are crazy high, that's the one scenario. And then the other scenario is the rates are low and the semi trucks are extra low. What scenario is better, the first scenario or the second scenario? It's like when you buy a house, right? When you buy a house, normally, I mean, this is a whole different situation. You know, today market, it's upside down weird, but on a normal house market, right? Um, normally the interest rate goes high as hell, which normally drops the house market where the houses are cheaper, right? And typically what you want to do is buy the house when the house is cheap, even though the interest rate's high. That way, when it flips the coin on the other side and the interest rates go low, now you can refinance and now you get both of both worlds. Today's market, interest rates high as hell, inflation's high as hell, and the houses are high as hell. The crazy shit about that is, I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but the house market is crashing, but it's going slow, right? It's going slow. It's like, how many of you guys ever hear of a tree falling in the woods? You don't, right? But it don't mean the tree is not falling in the woods. They want to right now the government tries to hide everything because they don't want panic. They don't want panic. Let me see if this video's uploaded it on my channel yet. So going back to what I'm saying, yeah, the second one is the best, right? Yeah, it's uploaded. Cool. The second one's the best, right? Yeah, we care about the interest rates, we care about all that stuff. But what we really care is the longevity and how much it's going to cost us, right? Interest rates go up and down, we can always fix that. But if you buy something at a certain price, that's just what it is. The only way it goes down is if you pay it down. So let me show you what's going on. I'm playing the video on my side, but the damn intro's going. Now this video is going to be released by itself. But let me play this. I'm going to share with you guys now. There's so much shit going on in the government. And I know a lot of you guys are like, God dang it, God dang it. But this is what you should be happy about. Right? Because as long as the government's doing stupid shit, all government, I don't give a fuck who you are or what you believe in. It doesn't fucking matter, right? But the reality is when the stock market is cheap as hell is when you want to invest. When the crypto, whatever ones you guys believe in, I can tell you the ones I buy. But when the crypto's down cheap, it's going to go up. I'm telling you guys, it's going to go up. And scared money doesn't make money. But let me show you guys what's going on over here in California. And that Prop 50 that passed, that's just going to go out the window. But listen to this. Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear it when I play it.
Newsom's former chief of staff, Dana Williamson, was formally charged and pleaded not guilty in a political corruption.
You guys hear that? So here's the thing. Yeah, it's in California, Victor, but here's the thing, though, right? All right, you guys can hear it? Cool. But here's the thing. It's not just California. They're just showing California. There's all kinds of states doing some weird ass stuff. House market is crap, so that's why you are hearing stuff about 50-year loans that will raise the demand, but also spike house prices. You're at absolutely, that's fact right there. So they're trying to do everything they can, guys. Listen, on this house market thing, they're trying to do everything they can right now to keep the prices where they're at. They're trying to slow the crash. The shit's crashing. Now it's up to the people if they pay attention or not. Should you guys go get a 50-year loan? Hell no. Why do people buy houses? Put in the comments. Why do people buy houses? We want to buy a house because why? Number one, you get a hell of a tax break. right? On the mortgage and all that other shit, which they threw that out the window. And the second thing is because we want to pay it off, right? We want to pay it off, hand it down to our kids. Think about it. If you're 30 years old, 30 years old, you know, we'll say that's the typical age of people buying houses at 30 years old. You get a 50-year loan. Unless you're 80 years old, you're not paying that shit off. Here's another fun fact. Now, it depends on where you live at, right? But if they keep these houses where they're at and give me a 50-year loan, right? A 50-year loan, who the fuck wants to retire with a $2,000, $3,000 fucking house note? You can't. You guys really got to look at this big picture with this house market and all this stuff. Tell everybody you know, do not fuck with that 50-year loan shit. Do not do it. How many of you guys remember when if you wanted a car, the only way you could go buy a car is you had to go buy it? You guys remember that? And then they came out with just you can lease a car. You guys remember you can lease a car. And if you lease a car, it's like half the price. And you lease the car, it's cheap as hell. And everybody says, man, it's so cheap. I'm gonna go lease a car. And a lot of people stopped buying. They went to go lease a car. Now look, where are we at today? Now a lease payment now is the amount of money you would have bought a car back in the days. It's the same monthly payment. Now, if you want to buy the car, it's way more than it used to be when you bought a car. Why? Well, because we found other ways to get into the car, and they found ways where they can raise the prices up on the car because people are still looking for that money. You know, now let's say you guys bought a house, right? Let's say you guys bought a house. I don't care if it's 30 years, 50 years, 20 years, 100 years, it doesn't matter. What you guys need to find out is this. Every time you guys make a house payment, what is the principal? Same with a car. If you bought a car, what is the principal on that car? What is the principal? Let's say your car payment is $500, right? People sit back and say, man, I want to double up on my car payment, but I can't afford $1,000 because my car payment is $500. No, your interest and your principal is $500. But what's the principal? When you first get a car, it's probably like 90% of it is all interest because the bank wants their money first. That's why when you guys go buy a car, and let's say it's in a 5 or 6 year loan, you know, and you want to go trade it in 2 years, you're like, God damn, man, I bought this car for 50 grand. It's 2 years later. I've been making $600 a month payments and I still owe, you know, $48,000 on the car. Or man, why am I so upside down on the car? Because when you're making the payments, you're paying nothing but interest. The house, the same thing. Interest, right? You're on a 30-year loan, a 50-year loan, a 20-year loan, a 15-year loan. It doesn't matter. The interest is what's up in the front. I don't know if you guys notice that. You guys notice when you're towards the end of the car loan, towards the end, do you notice the value, what you owe on the car goes down fast? Here's what people don't think about. What people don't think about is this. You get a house. Let's say your house is $2,000 mortgage, right? How much of the $2,000 is principal? In other words, when you make your $2,000 payment, you just bought the house. We're in November, right? Your first payment's in December. You gave him $2,000 in December. You come on January, you're looking again. How much that $2,000 went towards Lauren, and you paid? Let's say you paid $500,000 for the house. You made a $2,000 payment. How much of that went towards that $500,000? You'll be shocked. What is it? $100? $300 at most. So if you have a house with 50 years or 30 years or 100 years, right? If you want to double your payment, what you do is you double the principal. So on the $2,000, now I'm just giving some crazy examples because you have to look on your own statement and figure your own thing out, but at least you have the mathematical situation so you can understand it, right? So you bought the house, it's $2,000. Let's say it's on a 50-year loan. Let's say the principal on that $2,000 is $200. Okay. So instead of giving them $2,000, there goes the fucking phone. Instead of giving them the $2,000, you give them $2,200. Put in the comments, what did you just do? What did you just do? So if your principal is $200, I missed a doctor appointment. I had a doctor appointment. So if your principal on your house is $200 and your mortgage is $2,000, you just doubled your payment, guys. You didn't double the interest. You doubled the payment. You doubled the principal. The principal is what matters, not the fucking interest. So on a 50-year loan, your principal is $200 a month, right? Which means you're giving them their $2,000 payment to make the bank and everybody happy so you don't get a 30-day late. And then on top of that, you give them $200 as your principal. And you do that every month. Your 50-year loan turns to 25 years. Same with the car. Same with anything that you buy. But people don't pay attention to that. What up, Mario? But people don't pay attention to that stuff. They think, and here's the thing too, the banks, nobody want to teach you this. They don't want to teach you this shit because they want you guys stuck. But anyway, let's play this out real quick. So this is what's going on in California. They passed that 50 and everything else. And you're like, fuck California. But it ain't just California. It's all over the place. It's just these motherfuckers got caught with their hands in a cookie jar. And you guys know whatever happens in California, it starts going to New Jersey and New York and all those other states. And then other people want to adopt the bullshit. But here's what's going on. Check this out.
Governor Newsom's former chief of staff, Dana Williamson, was formally charged and pleaded not guilty in a political corruption case that is rocking Sacramento. More bombshells today as two others, including the former chief of staff of Xavier Becerra, have now also been charged.
With more on a busy week in California politics, let's go inside California politics with Nikki Lorenzo. Nikki, wow, what a week it's been, huh? I suppose we'll start with the big headline, the indictments, a story that keeps getting more and more complicated.
That lady's got 23 charges against her.
Corkboard and some red string.
Yeah, and probably about another 35 minutes, but I know we don't have that kind of time. But yes, this involves some very big political insiders. You're talking the top aide to Governor Newsom. And I have to say, when this indictment came out on Friday, everybody was shocked. And I was talking to people who worked closely with Dana Williamson, who knew her very, very well, who were shocked.
How crazy is that, guys? So they passed 50, which will change everything in this country, believe it or not. I know it's a California thing, but when you get more seats and stuff like that, it will change things, right? And next thing you know, his top brass people are all corrupted and fucked up. So what's that do to 50? Throws it out. I ain't gonna play the rest of it. It'll be on my channel if you guys want to watch it. So I say that to say this, people. Right now is a good time to invest your money. I don't care if it's $5 a month, $10 a month. Right now is a good time to invest in some crypto, some stocks, whatever it is your heart believes in. Wherever your research said that you need to do or invest in, start investing when shit's slow. Because look, we all know the saying, right? Everything that goes down must come up. What up, good brother? How you doing, good brother? Hey, good brother, you'll be happy to know today's live stream, we are not talking about leasing. We are not talking about no lease companies. But you did remind me of something, good brother. Did you guys see, really quick, off topic, did you guys see the hurricane video that I played out? Put on the chat if you've seen that hurricane video. I have a weird ass feeling, and it ain't that I got a big head, none of that kind of shit. What up, Chasen? I think these motherfuckers are watching my channel. You guys remember I broke down the statements, right? I broke down the statements. You guys remember that shit? The hurricane statements. You guys remember that? We're gonna get back on crypto and shit, but I want to just bring this up real quick because the good brother reminded me when he jumped in here. You guys remember when I went through what up, G80? I went through the statements and I was talking about how they're not making no money. Next thing you know, on their channel and stuff like that, they addressed it. Then I talked to you guys about the microwave. You guys remember when I was telling you guys that they charge for the goddamn microwave? If you guys remember when I talked about the microwave, put a 1 in the chat. You guys remember I was telling you guys, I think even Chase was on the panel. We were talking about, as a matter of fact, Chase is the one that pointed it out about the microwave on the statement. That's right. You remember that? We're talking about they're making payments on the goddamn microwave, and if they didn't pay it, they're gonna repo the microwave, and we're clowning around and shit. You guys remember that shit? Now watch this shit. It's already on my channel, but for those of you guys didn't see the shit because my alerts never get out. Oh, this is Blue Blux Clan. If you guys ever watch them, my director run their music videos. That's why they're on here. And I had them shout you guys out.
Yeah, man, shout out to all the truckers, man. Keep doing a good job out there, man.
Boom. There it is.
Just because I'm not posting about it doesn't mean I'm not
fast
working.
forward this shit.
Just like the sound and I don't need from the internet and the back for nobody in my future.
Now watch this shit. I can't believe this shit. Let's watch this, guys.
107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in
I'm
favor
starting
of
to think they're watching my channel. Check this out.
You didn't hear I got off sweeping duty?
What are you doing now?
Oh, they got anyone that misses the microwave payments, I'm supposed to come get them back.
Fucking phone, cuz. Seriously.
To come get them back. The microwave payments, I'm supposed to come get them back.
I'm about to mute my fucking phone, bro. Not even on a Saturday can I have peace. All right, watch. So.
You didn't hear I got off sweeping duty?
What are you doing now?
Oh, they got anyone that misses the microwave payments, I'm supposed to come get them back.
What? They missed their microwave payment already?
Yeah. Like they only made it to $27.50 on the microwave payments. That last $50 they didn't get, so I had to come get it back.
All right, I guess you got an upgrade.
Oh.
So you guys, remember when we talked about that? Remember we talked about the $27.50? You guys remember all that shit? Dude, I have a weird ass suspension. These motherfuckers are watching me every time I put them in the title, man. Everything I've covered, they went on their platform and covered it. Let me ask you guys, man, because maybe I'm wrong. Let me ask you guys. If you guys think they're watching me, because why else would they make a microwave video like that? If you guys think they're watching me, put a 1 in the chat. If you think they're not watching me and I'm just, blowing this shit out of proportion, put a 2 in the chat. Because everything I cover, they, no joke, put that shit on their fucking thing. Including the goddamn microwave. We're talking about the 2750. Remember we were making fun of the 2750 and shit and all that kind of stuff? They made a whole, what up, Deshaun? They made a whole video about the shit, bro. Who does that? Doesn't look like a joke, though. I mean, if you miss the paint, I'm sure they'll take the microwave. Yeah, but the reality is, if you're missing a microwave payment, that means you're not doing the truck payment, the insurance, and everything else on the deductions. They're going to take the whole truck, not the microwave, right? So So I think they're just doing that, just throwing shots at us over here, covering what we're covering. So, but I got some other hurricane and prime shit to cover. I just haven't got around to figure out how I'm going to go live and throw it out there, but it's coming. So hurricane, you might not watch this fucking video, but god dang it, I know you're watching. When you did that microwave one, look, when they did that statement one, I was like, that's a coincidence that I covered these statements and then they covered some shit about some statements. And then there's something else I covered. I forgot what it was. And then they covered it, right? Oh, I know what it was. Check this out. First, I covered the statements where they didn't make no money, right? Boom, they came out the video. The second thing was I told you guys when I was playing that lady or whatever, and she got a brand new truck from the gate, and I told everybody, hey, it's 90 days. At least that's what it was when Fargo showed up over there. It was 90 days to get their own truck. Next thing you know, they came out the video with somebody getting a truck in 6 weeks. You guys remember that? They're getting them in 6 weeks and all this other weird shit. And now I was talking shit. Me and Chasen was talking shit about the fucking microwave. Next thing you know, they did a whole microwave video. So I don't think it's a coincidence. I think they're watching us. But anyway, I thought that shit was funny as hell. Anybody want to hit the link? You can hit the link. Tell me your piece. Let's get back to business. Let's get back to money, people. If you want to get back to the money, put a 1 in the chat. So when you look at these stocks and you look at this crypto shit, right? What up, mob? For some reason, people, they're scared, right? They're scared to do a lot of things. And the saying is, scared money don't make money. But look, how you get rid of being scared is you don't fuck with money that you need. You don't fuck with money that you need. So after you pay all your house bills, whatever bills you have, I don't know, whatever it is, I ain't gonna go through it, but whatever it is you have, right? Once you're all done, hopefully you have money you can put back in savings. You take a percentage of your savings that you're putting back, you go and invest it. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to explain this to you guys as much as I possibly can. Don't watch the market about it going up and down. Don't watch the crypto going up and down. Now here, let me tell you this about the crypto. Don't just put your money in some rando ass crypto fucking names that nobody's heard of. Don't fuck around like that. You mess with the crypto that people know of, some that's at least on Robinhood. If it's on Robinhood, then it's been proven, right? They're not going to run off with your money. So they're going to do, you sit back, damn, SoCal, you told me to get in some crypto. Shit, I put $1,000 on, whatever the fuck, whatever name you want to name the shit. And man, next week, man, or last week, I checked it all out. They're gone, bro. They're out of business. I lost my whole 1,000. Robinhood only, and really quick, let me get this out the way. There's not no paid advertisement for Robinhood or crypto or stocks or anybody else. I'm not on no one's fucking payroll. Let me just get that shit out there real quick. I'm just giving you guys some advice. Right? So the reason why everything's down is because the government is fucking. That's why I played you that video, because the government's totally fucked up. And when the government's totally fucked up the way it is right now, things drop, right? Because it's the confidence in people, because there is people that invested that are scared and they're selling, and so it drops, right? And tell me why one big reason why people are selling right now. One big reason why people are selling right now. There's one reason you guys ain't paying attention to. See, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is the best part of the year that I like. Every year. Even if the government's going good, around November, December, this is the perfect time to fuck around and invest. I like watching auctions and stuff like that, car auctions and all that kind of stuff. I like watching all different kind of auctions. I like watching the crypto market. I like watching stocks. Why? What is the main big factor right now today why shit's dropping down. People are selling like hotcakes. Don't worry about it, Ben. It's gonna go up. Let me see if come on, Chasen. Good brother, Mob. Especially you guys should know why. See, Deshaun got it. Thank you. I knew I'm not the only smart one in the room. Taxes. It ain't taxes. Fuck taxes. When I go, especially right around auctions around Christmas, right around them, a lot of people they're not buying cars and fucking around. They're buying Christmas gifts. They've had a fucked up year this year, right? A really messed up year this year. So they're selling their stocks, they're selling their crypto, they're selling everything they can sell to get this extra money for Christmas. Because if we all learn some shit about Christmas, is what? What do we learn about Christmas? Oh, make sure you guys hit the like button, show attendance, by the way. Hit the like button. But one thing we learned about American people on Christmas time is what? They take Christmas to heart. They will charge up all their credit cards. They will sell their soul for some Christmas gifts. One thing about staying up with the Joneses is and watch. You might even have some YouTube people fucking filming under the Christmas tree with some hollow ass fucking wrapped up boxes or some shit. Like, we're gonna have us a good Christmas this year. Look at me. But the reality is America. I'm guilty of it. I ain't gonna lie. Shit. If I told you what I spent on Christmas, you wouldn't believe it anyway. But my little son, he's expensive as hell. Like one thing he wants is like $500. That's one thing he wants. So if that just gives you a hint. But a lot of people, they're hurting, right? They were just struggling this year. They sold their stocks, they sold their crypto, fucking they're selling their cars. They're doing all kinds of shit, man, to make sure their kids have a good Christmas. So when you guys are looking at the cryptos fucking down like a motherfucker, your stocks is down like heck crazy. It's typical normally for this time. Now it ain't this bad normally. So that just shows you got more people out of money when they're selling their stuff. But it's nothing to be scared of. Look, if you invest in nothing, you get 100% of nothing. Understand that. If you invest in nothing, you get 100% of nothing. Okay. Now, what happens around tax time? See, around tax time, people are going to get their, or they normally do. I don't know how it's going to work this time, but they normally get a big old fat check. Especially, look at this. Look at this. Only a fool will buy crypto. You know, you crack me up, good brother, but I respect your opinion. But I know one year I made $70,000 in crypto, but I understand. I guess I'm a fucking fool then. And I'm glad you don't buy crypto, good brother, because can you put on crypto? Also, good brother, tell these motherfuckers if they buy stocks or fools too. Do that too. Because we need that out there too. But so what happens around, we'll say March, right? Imagine March, okay? Around January, February, people are going to get their, their whatever, W-2s or 10, whatever the fuck they get. And around March and April is when everybody's doing their taxes. And normally, especially if you're low income and all that shit, you get a head of household and, you get all these freebies. Fucking, I'm going to make $10,000 off my kids and I'm going to go buy some shit, right? And so this, guys, they're going to try to use this to get the economy going again, to try to give it a bump and start for 2026. When that happens, When that happens, you're gonna see things go up. You'll see things go up. Think about it. You know, I don't know how many people we got in the United States. I don't know, some billions or whatever. Just think about that. What up, DL? Think about that. Yeah, a lot of people. We'll say 30% get their big old huge tax checks. They're gonna go out. They're gonna go buy TVs. Best Buy is gonna be sold out. You know, they're gonna go buy cars. They're gonna buy all this shit, right? That's when you guys are gonna see the rates go up a little bit, right? You guys are gonna see the rates go up a little bit because people got their tax dollars and they're spending money. But so make sure you guys are in place for that. So when that happens. But meanwhile, today, invest your money. I don't give a fuck if you believe in crypto or don't fuck with it. But at least fuck with some stocks. Now, I'm not gonna tell you what stocks to go get, but check out and watch some stocks. All you guys have to do is go to Robinhood. You can make a list, guys. You can make a list of stuff you want to watch. You can make your own list and you can watch it. Then you get on the app and you can watch it every day, every hour, whatever the fuck you want. You can see what the stocks did last year, last month, 50 minutes ago. You can watch all this stuff. Right? And so invest in yourself while things are low. Do not be scared of the shit. It's a little bit more lower than normal, but that's just because a lot of people, a lot of people has had a bad year. Not everybody, but a lot of people has had a bad year. And so it's just a time to invest, man. Right now, 2025, it's a time to invest. Invest in something. Because you invest in something, you got an opportunity to get something. If you don't invest in nothing, you get 100% of nothing. Let me see what you guys are saying here. I already got my grandchildren and my children Christmas gifts put up. See, Pop-Tart started early. I'm waiting until 27 to buy a truck. I want to see how things shake out next year. But here's the thing, though, Zach. Here's the thing. So I want to let you know something. I know people, including myself, making money. It's making money. So you don't have to worry about how anything's shaking and what's going on and all that. For a lot of people, yeah, it's going to be pretty fucked up. But what I'm trying to explain to you, Zach, is trucks right now are dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. So my whole thing is this, Zach. Don't wait until things shake out, and then when things are high as hell, now you're struggling to go buy a truck and all this other kind of shit. Everybody knows, when is the time to buy? When is the time to buy? Help me out, people. Am I the only one that knows this? When is the time to buy? Buy houses, buy semi-trucks, stocks, crypto. When is the time to buy? So, Mob, we got Mob, Mike, PG, Wig, Fran, Don. You guys are all right, but the time to buy is when things are low. You buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. That's in anything. Buy low. Good brother, your time. Guys, don't time out, good brother. Leave that man alone. Who? I don't know, good brother. It wasn't me, bro. Guys, do not time out, good brother. Let him say whatever the fuck he wants to say. He has my permission. Do not time out the good brother, please. So I want you to think about that, Zach. Buy low, sell high. Right now, trucks are low as shit. Houses are low as like. Last time I was live, you guys remember when I went live? I showed you guys a house for like wasn't a house. It was like mobile home or some shit. That mother's $5,000. There is no reason you guys don't have a house if you got a house for $5,000. But everybody will tell you, unless they don't know better, is buy low, sell high. And that dude's a headache. I know, Mob. Just don't pay attention, man. Because here's the thing. Mob, I need to know what he's thinking so I can address it and help him, if that makes sense. This is teaching, man. This is teaching. Remember that. Was it in Dallas, Texas? I saw that shit. Good brother's good in my book. So let me show you guys something real quick. Here's another thing. Here's another thing to think about, people. People are going to be getting thrown out of their houses more than they are now. When people get thrown out of these houses, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? They're going to go try to go rent. What does the rent? What happens with rent? It goes up. Right? So here's Dallas, Texas. Now, I'm not clicking on semi trucks, whatever. Let's just take a little peek at Dallas, Texas. You can see what people are selling. Let's see what the market's doing. Is there a way to buy properties in this motherfucker? Property rentals, free stuff. Damn, they got a thing down here for free stuff. Let me see. Buy houses. I bring this up. Why? Because you guys remember when I told you guys that the house market's going to crash, and I told you they're going to come up with all these ways for people to buy houses. Well, that shit is here already. If you got a shitty fucking credit score, they're going to sell your house. Everybody wants to sell your house, and they don't give a fuck how you get it, whatever. You know, you just got to be careful. Now look at all these people. We buy houses. We buy houses. We buy houses. We buy mobile homes. We buy houses for cash. We buy. So what do they know that nobody else is paying attention to? Look, we buy houses. Buy a house for cash. Need to sell your house? Look at that shit. Is that crazy? What does that tell you, people? Does that tell you these people are scared to go buy right now because the economy's fucked up? Yeah, they are, Mob. People with money, people with investment mindsets, they know what time it is. I'm telling you guys right now, it's a perfect time to invest in your money. When shit is fucked up like this, right? You guys can buy shit and fix it up and flip it and make money. You guys can do that unless you're so far in debt. You guys don't have no extra money and you're just working for bills. There's even loans out there, guys. Some loans out there that you can go grab and get it and flip the shit. I bring this up to show you guys, man. There's people out there that are not scared to invest their fucking money. My nephew, right? He lives in a gated community in Vegas. The lady across the street, her husband died or something. Her brother moved in, whatever the fuck. And she went to my nephew when, was telling him that, hey, I'm behind on my mortgages and all this other kind of shit and whatever. So my nephew tells me, right? I told my nephew, I said, look, nephew, let her know I'll buy the house. She can stay in it. She can pay whatever she's paying now. She can still pay it. She loves the house. I'll buy it. She can stay in it. Guess what? the pride got in her way. Last I knew from my nephew, she was trying to save it. And the last thing I heard was she lost the house and had to move out of it. She lost it. So let me give you guys, especially some of you guys say, God dang, I hate truck driving. I hate truck drive. I'm in the truck. I hate truck driving. I this truck just sucks. So here's an opportunity. I think I said this on my last live stream. Get a hold of some banks. Get a hold of some people. Start another business. You guys can have more than one business. Start a business. Have a business to where, when people are moving out of these houses, right? Have a business, a cleanup business. You go in there and, you clean it all up, make it nice. What about a drone business? You go to the banks and everybody else and you got a drone. Say, hey man, look, I got, a drone. I can go take all the pictures and, to help sell your house or whatever, right? There's so many businesses, construction. Hey, I can do some plumbing. Hey, I got a whole crew. We can go in there and fix everything in the house. There's so many business opportunities that you guys don't see because you're looking out of a windshield of a truck and you're not paying attention because you're mad about the rates or some bullshit. It don't cost much to go get a drone, but it does cost a lot to try to figure out how to, do quality stuff with the drone. You got to practice with it. The things you guys want to do, you guys got to get good at it. And I'm telling you right now, word of mouth is everything. Word of mouth is everything. If you guys go look at Zillow and all that shit, houses and all that kind of stuff, they shoot all that shit with drones. Oh, SoCal, I don't know if I can do any of that, SoCal. You don't know if you don't try. If you show up with a drone, right, and you want to shoot a house, you say, hey, look, I'll shoot the whole house for $250. You shoot up all that house, you do all the drone footage and all that shit of that house. You go inside the house, do a couple of pictures with whatever the fuck you want, your cell phone or camera or whatever. You turn it in for $250. Takes you what, 20 minutes? 30 minutes? You do 4 of those in a day, because you will when you get busy. Because if you guys look, everybody's buying houses, everybody's losing houses. There's a lot of movement right now with house market. Right now, there's a lot of movement. So if you do 4 of those, you might be in 2-3 hours, 4 hours, maybe with driving time and shit. You made $1,000. You guys have to have an investment mindset, man. You guys have to look beyond the bubble of a windshield of a semi truck. I'm partnered up with different businesses. God damn it. Hang on a second. I got to clear my throat. Maybe I should have said no Diddy when I said that, but yeah, man. So, and this is what I look at. When I look at this, when I put buy houses and I see a whole page, this ain't California, by the way. I make sure I don't do California because I don't need you motherfuckers saying, oh, you only know that SoCal because you live in California and we don't. This is fucking Texas. I don't live in Texas. But we got a whole page. I put buy houses. I got a whole page of people trying to buy people's houses. That tells me there's a lot of people in deep shit right now, losing houses. Because I'm telling you right now, if everything was perfect, you're not going to have a whole page. You'll have 1 or 2 or whatever. But that's all they're saying right now, man. That's all they're saying right now. Mobile homes, houses, all that shit. Look at this guy. Facing foreclosure, behind on payments, all that shit. Like, he's ready. Here's another thing to think about. What's the number one thing that well, I'm not gonna say number one, but What's one of the big factors of divorces? What's one of the big things of divorces? Stress, right? It's hard to lay up and love a motherfucker when your fucking house is getting taken. It's a whole lot harder to love a motherfucker when the fucking tow truck comes and tows your car away. You guys, I'm doing this video, man, to open your mind up, man. There's so many ways for you guys to make some money. And invest, man. Invest in yourself of whatever the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck if you believe in crypto but you don't believe in stocks. Invest in some crypto. If you don't believe in crypto but you believe in stocks, go invest in some stocks. A lot of shit is low as hell right now, but all that shit's gonna come up. All that stuff's gonna come up. You know, right now they're talking about. Right now, as you guys know, they're talking about they're draining the swamp. Well, you guys already know when you drain a swamp, it stinks, right? You got all the sewage, all the bullshit. It's a fucked up situation. But once that swamp is drained out, they put in clean water. That's the time you're gonna be selling. Oh shit! Hang on a second. Celio, so you're on the speaker and you're live on YouTube. Say hi to the folks.
What's going on, YouTube?
Are you back home or what?
Yeah, on my way. It's really bull crap. I got stuck. I had to oh my god. I went back for 2 days.
Yeah.
OTR world. I finally dropped that trailer, so I'm on my way to grab a load. I'll get home.
Hey,
I'm double out.
so check this out. So Green Lantern knows this too, but my boy stopped by for a couple of days. He's got a super sleeper. It's 160 inches. So I let him park in front of the house, and he hung out the house for 2 days. So he goes so he's leaving from Van Nuys going to Illinois, and they get $4 to $6 a mile, bro.
But he's a mover though.
He's not a moving company. I'll tell you later when I'm not on YouTube.
Usually they're the ones that got those super high open.
Yeah, so
That would be
yeah,
the new OTR. That's a perfect truck.
yeah. So him and his wife, his team, and they get $4 to $6 per mile, bro. Not short runs. They're picking up in Van Nuys and they're going to Illinois.
That ain't nothing to me. You know, I rock that.
Yeah, $4 to $6 a mile. But anyway, I already got you lined up over here though. So I already got you on the insurance. We'll talk more when I get off. I'll call you when I get off here though, bro. But yeah, so I called up Green Lantern. I told him, actually Green Lantern talked to him too, because he called me when he was here and shit. And I was like, so funny story is, one thing Diddy hauled. Let me show you how much it's not a mover and it's not heavy shit. They pulled up to this one place. They picked up a box, one box, bro, and gave it to him to put in the reefer. They didn't have to back up to the dock. I think that paid him $12,000 for 1,000 miles. For one box, bro. One little box.
East Coast, they're doing something. A bunch of dudes I'm here sitting down, move until they see what's going on next year. But I got a good feeling about the next year coming, man. We'll see. Go ahead, brother. Finish up the YouTube. Hit me back, man. I'm rolling. I'm Pennsylvania to Ohio right now.
Okay, bro. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I don't want you guys just muted and shit. Like, where the fuck SoCal go? But where was I? Fucking, I done lost my concentration. But let's look at these houses. $99,000 for 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. I mean, to me, it's a piece of shit. But is there any property to this motherfucker or anything? The hell? Please, read, please. Pictured property not for sale. I currently have 23 off-market investment properties available in the greater. So this guy's got 23 investment properties. It's not the one we're seeing in the picture. So yeah, there's a lot going on, people. But let me read what you guys are saying. That was an illegal kidney in a box. What in the world are we talking about? Everybody's ears open. A baby dinosaur. Am I lost about something? What are we talking about? These are houses. These are houses. Here's one for 155. And all these things, they're gonna go down in price too. 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 105. Here's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, double wide for 15,000. For sale and to be moved. Owner will finance with 10% down. Look at that. You guys don't need any credit for this bitch. No credit. No credit. Drop 10% down. Put in the comments on $15,000. What's 10% down? I know what it is, but can you guys put in the comments? Pretty nice shape, guys. 15 grand. I know. If you're a 404 Dave, you make fun of people that buy these things. I get it. Not everybody, trucking community, you know what I'm saying, can be a crypto fake ass fucking multi-gazillionaire. I get it. Here's another one for 11,000. 11,000. We finance in-house. You're approved. You're approved, people, right now. You've been told no. We'll finance you right now. You guys better, if you guys don't have a place and you want a place, you guys better pick these motherfuckers up, because right now is the time to buy some shit like this cheap as fuck. But I'm telling you, once a lot more people get thrown out the house, investors are gonna come be picking these bitches up, and they're gonna put this shit on property and they're gonna rent them out. Look how big this. It's pretty big. Look at it. Pretty nice. Shit, if this motherfucker's in California near me, I'd be buying this bitch right now, guys. I go buy some property and I'd set this bitch right on the property. I don't even know what you guys are thinking in Texas. Look at this shit. The Dodge dealer and Dodge in-house financing. Hurry in. Even the dealerships over here in Texas, they're willing to do in-house financing just to get the cars out. You guys not see how the fuck there's just opportunity all over the place? Look at all cars, trucks. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing. Be careful. Here's your warning. Here's your warning, people. Just because it's easy to get into something, don't mean it's the right thing to do. You get into one of these fucking, I got some shit ass credit or whatever the fuck, finance me in house and all that. Make sure they don't scrape you guys, man, and take all your money. What I mean by make sure you don't have no crazy ass goddamn fucking car payment that's crazy as hell, and just make sure it makes sense. Because one thing you guys don't want to do right now is get too much in debt. Homes for sale, serious inquiries. This one don't even need to be moved. It's ready to go right now. $25,000. You got a house. It's in a park, it looks like. I mean, I'd buy one of these over a fucking goddamn fucking apartment. Rent an apartment. At least you own this bitch. And if you guys ever got sick where you couldn't drive no more, at least you got a house that's paid off. You know what I'm saying? So this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house for $100,000. Is this a house or a fucking? I can't tell. Is this a mobile home or a house? Oh, it's a mobile home. You got the little wood up here on the top. Pretty sure it's a mobile home. I don't know. It's Texas. Fuck, it could not be. I don't know. Yeah, it's a mobile home. They're showing you a mobile home place. Here you go. We can help you buy a house. I mean, everybody's just dying to buy a house. 1.2 and it's only 3,000 square feet. Nah. Look, they're offering 0% down payment, 0% first time buyer, 3.5 to 5% down payment, and it's a bank statement loan. The reason I'm looking at pictures, let's see, let's find something to make. Here we go. You buy the motherfucker, there's the company that moves it right here. We remove mobile homes from your property. You pay nothing. Oh, shit. Here's another business, guys. If there's a mobile home on your property you don't want, they'll come pick it up for free. They'll go put it on their property and sell it. Look at that shit. We remove mobile homes from your property. You pay nothing. We buy mobile homes. Provide me a pickup address and home size. Look at that shit. Look, they got a whole property full of mobile homes. What up, FJ? One of my members in the building. Telling you guys, right now is the opportunity for you guys to invest. I don't give a fuck what you guys invest in. Just invest in something, because next year or I'm gonna say next year, summertime, whatever, I think things are gonna be popping off. You know what I'm saying? And I think your investments is gonna start making you some money. By the way, I appreciate everybody that's a member in my channel, man. I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate all you subscribers too, man, that show up to watch me and check me out. Appreciate all you guys. Let me see here. Damn, look at this thing, $15,000, and it's a house. Ain't much of one, but look. Never mind. Fuck, it says needs to be moved. What is wrong with these motherfuckers, bro? Why they got to move everything? I don't like videos because they don't know how to shoot a video. Must be moved. Look how long that motherfucker is. You are not moving that shit. That thing looks like it's like 60 feet long. I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't buy that for no $10,000. That thing is too shitty. Like, you got the whole roof thing going on. Like, I would not buy that. I wouldn't give a fuck if it's $5,000. I am not fucking with that. That thing's a whole shitbag piece of shit. Look at this shit. $5,000. Damn, this thing is $5,000. A double wide for the price of a single wide. $5,000. $5,200, guys, right here. Here's your layout plan. So how you buy a mobile home or them small cheap houses in order to build a nice house. Liquor plumbing is already in the ground. No, that's what I was gonna say on that one until I saw it had to be moved. But yeah, you get you like a a cheap ass house and you just add on to the bitch. Fort Worth, Texas. This is the only picture we got. See all the trash right here? Looks like they got thrown out or something happened. I wouldn't mind buying that shit, but fucking, I don't live in Texas. Price is good. What's wrong with this shit? Look at that. 175 grand. Fucking no. See, this is why they need to hire you guys to take pictures. These motherfuckers got one fucking picture. I'm about to look. I'm going to look at a different location. Give me a city and state to look at, guys. Give me a city and state. Give me a city and state, guys, and we'll look it up. Give me a state, city, mob, somebody. Let's see. Zach says, I bought land in 2024. I'm finally going to start my build next year. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. The fuck? What is this? It just popped up. Damn. All right, let me see here. We're typing. I'm not even on the thing. Once again, Pop Tart, all over the place. We buy houses. We buy houses. We buy houses. See, this has to be a sign for you guys, bro. Like, this is crazy. We buy mobile homes fast. 10 grand. We buy. A lot of people want to buy mobile homes, man. What is that? What's all that about? Am I missing something in the mobile home market? Now, let's see here. Look at this. We buy mobile homes. Any condition, get cash offer. $60,000. I know it ain't that. Is it that? No. The fuck was that I just saw? A safe right here. Look. It's where they keep all their fucking money right here. Description. 1483 bedroom, 2 bath, a lot of upgrades, new metal booth, new dishwasher, stove, refrigerator. Kitchen. Why and 1 bedroom. Buy must move trailer or buy the lot at it. Okay, so it's a fucking it's a trailer and you gotta buy the lot or some shit. I don't know. That's a gun locker. Yeah, I know, deal. I was cracking jokes. $95,000. It's modern. There you go, Pop Tart. Excuse me. But they won't let you see the outside for some reason. $3,000, people. In the pic, $3,000. Buy that motherfucker for $1,500 and sell it to the guy that buys mobile homes. You know what I'm saying? See, that's a business mindset. You buy this bitch for $1,500. And you call the guy up, say, hey man, I got a mobile home for sale. Well, how much? Give me 10 grand. You make $8,000 on the motherfucker, man. That's how you do it. You never even touched it. That's what you call a finder's fee. You know what I'm saying? A finder's fee. One bedroom, one bathroom for $7,000. Look, for 7 grand, who gives a fuck? Hire some people to go in there, redo the whole bitch for like 20 grand. God damn it, buyer must move. What the fuck? Everybody wants property or something? Is that what it is? Look, I'm not with the moving shit because that's when the shit wants to fall apart and crack up and fuck up when you get it to your other location. So I'm not with the moving shit. Let's see. All right, give me another city and state, guys. Damn, $5,000. What the fuck? They got wheels and everything on this motherfucker, bro. $5,000. $15,000. Owner finance available. Your opportunity to own a home, no banks or perfect credit needed. Purchase price is $185, $15,000 down plus closing costs. Direct owner financing. Financing balance is $170 at 7% interest. Your monthly payment is $1,500 for 25 years. Currently occupied, will be vacant at closing. Property values worth $200,000. Shit, what the fuck is wrong with this place? Motherfuckers already live in it. 15 grand down. You owe $170,000, and in 25 years or less, you can buy the bitch. Scam right there. I think that's a scam. Look, we also have other homes with owner financing available across North Carolina. If you'd like to receive info about new opportunities, send me a message. I don't think that's a scam. I think that's a real. A lot of these listings are scams. Get their info. Nah, man. Now I don't know about this bullshit. I really need to sell everything. Brand new mattresses, just $20. Take it home. I know. I just think that's the time that we live in, people. Fuck it. Let's look at that. Let's look at LA real quick. Let's look at no, not LA. You know, Bakersfield's cheap as fuck, but to me, I think Bakersfield's like that's rough over there. Let's see, Acton, California. Let me see. Let me see if we got any good deals in Acton. It don't matter what state you do, man. Everybody's buying houses and shit. That just tells me, man, that everybody's losing their ass. And they all want to buy because it's going to get better, and then they're going to make a lot of money on all these properties. Upland, Riverside. Here's Vegas. They buy houses in Vegas. They're everywhere. Ontario, California, Ripton, Reseda, LA. Damn, that's a good deal for LA. Duplex. The fuck? Wait a minute. Look right here. The price is $1 million. I don't know what kind of bullshit they got going on here, but they're saying it's $1 million. What they want, $35,000 down or something? How's that a duplex? They got a house in the back. Hmm. Here's Barstow. We buy ugly houses. You just say your home fast. We buy ugly houses. Telling you guys, wake up. You guys see what everybody else is doing online, man. You guys need to be that person. $269,000 for his mobile home. I don't know. Give me another city. What's a better place to live for freight? For me, it's California, bro. Like all the money's all around me in California, bro. You know, so I don't know. Give me a city and state, guys. You want to do Las Vegas? $39,000. If I get one with the phone number, I'll call the motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. All right, we'll do Reno next. Excuse me. As bad as everybody's saying everybody's broke and everybody's fucked up, look at all these investors, no matter what state, no matter what the fuck you look at, you got people always want to fucking buy shit. Look at this shit. Great potential fixer for home, owner or investor. No income, no credit, check. 3-bedroom, 1-bath home, $1,150 a month, $3,000 down. You're only financing $92,000, 30-year. That's it. There it is. Appreciate that, FJ. Look at that shit right there. $3,000 down, guys. This motherfucker got a phone number? Yep, he's got it. I'm gonna call it. You want me to call this guy? $3,000 down, $1,150 a month. Or you guys can call it. Don't matter. 317-609-0009. This house can't be. This house can be yours. You spelled town wrong. I know. He's probably, one of those kind of guys. Let me see here. Here's Chicago, Illinois. $15,000. Reach out to find out how you can purchase this house. Oh, it's $15,000 down, so they're tripping. Sounds like when the economy fell apart in 08 and 9, same type of home loans, and sounds like not checking people's income. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing. You guys gotta realize shit still needs to be moving, right? Everybody's credit's fucking up and fucked up and all this kind of shit. It's just a bad situation. So I'm telling you, this is the time where they flex rules, things are cheaper and all that. Like this one. Where's this at? Oh man. I thought this was for sale. I'd buy this motherfucker right here. Shit. You know how many parties I can throw back there? But this is just a picture he stole from somebody, I guess. I don't know. That's worth $1 million. Well, this don't tell me much. All right, so let's do Reno. What do you guys think? Here's Reno. I mean, Nevada sometimes gets a little bit more pricier than other places. Home for rent, 1,800. For where Reno's at, this place is too pricey for Reno, man. Oh wait, they have a such place as Sun Valley, Nevada. They got a Sun Valley, California too. Shit. Well, shit, that's my time, people, man. I hope you guys had fun. Just remember, man. Start investing. Start making your money work for you. Don't use money where you got to pay your bills. Don't use that money. Understand, we're in November. If you guys fuck with auctions, watch the auctions. A lot of people, they're not going to be bidding on cars or semi trucks or whatever kind of auction you guys go to, house auctions. Like, people are going to start, the closer it gets to Christmas, more people will be dropping off trying to do Christmas presents and not trying to buy shit. So you guys really need to pay attention to all these auctions and stuff like that. Especially the auctions are right around Christmas time. That's where you guys going to see that people ain't going to show up and you guys are going to buy shit dirt cheap. Mark my words. I'm out of here, people. Hit the like button on the way out, people. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to become a member, it's only $5, man. Hit that button. I'm out.